Welcome back to Dynamics. Okay, one more video before I go back to work. Okay. I'm going to do a movie review for the movie Dune 2, and let's go ahead. Let's take a look at it. All right, so Dune 2 was a really long movie, but you kind of expect that, right? A Dune movie is going to be long. The original Dune movies were long, the last Dune movie was long, this Dune movie was long. It was, so, this is why it took me so long to see it, because I had to, find enough time where I was going to be able to actually watch the whole darn thing. Let's see, where does it say? It's got to say the length here somewhere. It was, oh, come on. All right, let's go back to the other screen. Maybe that'll help. 2 hours and 46 minutes. Okay, so I actually thought it was even a little longer than that. I thought it was a little over 3 hours, but 2 hours and 46 minutes. Maybe like when they say 3 hours, it's that with all the in trailers and stuff, because you're definitely watching about like 30 minutes of trailers before these darn things. Anyways, 2 hours and 46 minutes. We had Timothy Chalamet come back as Paul Atreides, Zendaya come back as Shani, Rebecca Ferguson come back as Jessica, Javier Bardem come back as Stilgar, Josh Brolin come back as Gurney. I don't think that's a spoiler. I think most people knew that was happening, right? They didn't show him die. It's not like I'm saying Jason Momoa came back as his guy, in this movie. No spoilers. Um, and that's what I'm trying to do with my movie reviews, anyways. Trying not to do any spoilers, or not any big spoilers. But yeah, so we got Josh Brolin back as Gurney. We got Austin Butler coming in for the first time as Fade Routha, um, kind of the main villain, but not really. Florence Pugh is Princess Aurelian, the daughter of the Emperor. Fade is one of the nephews of Baron Harkonnen. So, and he's probably going to take over the Harkonnens. That's who he's supposed to be. Dave Bautista returned as Beast Robin, which is the other nephew of Baron Harkonnen. Christopher Walken makes his appearance as the Emperor. I had heard he didn't do anything, like that he didn't say anything or do anything, but that's not true. I felt like he had a pretty decent sized role, considering, he's not the main character, but he is an important character. Um, we had Leah Seydoux as Lady Margot Fenry. We had Charlotte Rampling as Reverend Mother Mohim. We had, let's see, some of these characters I don't need to touch on. Babs Osunamokun. Sorry, I can't pronounce his name. It's Jamis. You've seen him in a bunch of stuff. He's great. It's not like he came back from the dead. He did some, flashbacks or visions for Paul. He's great in it. Let's see here. I'm not going to go into anybody else. There are some surprise stars. Not star. I mean, kind of. There's some surprise returns that would be spoilers, so I'm not going to give those. But overall, a lot of the same actors from the first movie, a couple of new actors. Everybody does a great job in this movie. There's not a single bad actor in this movie. Everybody plays their roles exactly how you'd want them to. I was actually really surprised by how well Dave Bautista played the fearful version of Beast. Like he starts getting really like terrified of the I'm not gonna have the name right. Whatever Paul Atreides is going by before they realize it's Paul Atreides. He's scared and he's defeated basically. He does a good job in the movie. Florence Pugh does a fine job. Javier Bardem is great. Zendaya is great with all the whole religious side of the movie being played up really well. I really enjoyed it. It didn't feel super long. It didn't feel like it dragged on. There was definitely some scenes that probably could have been cut or shortened, or to bring down the runtime if they had wanted to, but they didn't really need to. And I enjoyed it. The CGI was great. There wasn't anything that stood out as just looking like rubbish to me. And I look forward, if they're going to do it. It's still probably they're going to do it, but it's going to be a hard movie to do. Dune 3 would be the Messiah. And if they do it, they may need to split it up into two movies. So we may get two more movies coming from this group. But we shall see that. And my understanding is, even if they do it, it's a long way off. That they haven't started any of it. So probably shouldn't anticipate to see the movie in the next 5 years. So don't even worry about it for now. Just enjoy this movie. Enjoy even how it ends. It's not the cliffhanger that you get from the first one. So one of the biggest negative points of the first one is that it really was there's a whole nother movie. The ending doesn't matter. This one, it could end. It could end on this note, but there's also plenty to move on from. So we shall see. No spoilers, but you'll definitely see if you watch it. There's definitely more to come in this story. All right, everybody. Hopefully you enjoyed that. Hopefully you enjoyed the movie. If you haven't seen it, go check it out, and I will talk to you all later. Take care. Have a good day.